Hi there, my name is Sigi and I'm from TCG Bandits. So in this video, we are going to dive into what were the products that were released in the month of July, what were the sales or the behavior in sales that we have noticed in our own webshop, what will be released in the month of August, and what we expect from the month of August. So without further ado, let's dive in. First of all, let's dive into what was released in the month of July. It wasn't a bad month. So what did we got first? Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Advance on the 4th of July. So that was, yeah, okay. Not a lot of people were apparently interested in that, but it's also summertime. So no hype on these boxes. Price also declined rapidly. Star Wars Unlimited Legends of the Force released on the 11th of July. Also, another thing, previously from the previous set, they now have those carbonite boosters. So no hype. These are still for sale. Not in our store because we decided to skip for the moment and just see what this set will do. Star Wars is not so popular always as it seems. Then Pokemon Black Bolt, White Flare. I don't need to explain a lot about these sets. They are great. The final two sets of then the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet era. So we had the ETBs. For some stores, the ETBs were a bit delayed. Then we had the binder collections and the poster collections. One thing that we noticed was the binder collections, they were less available than the rest of the products. So yeah, that's just something that we noticed. And then we had One Piece PRB02, which was released in Japan. So yeah, to be decided what the actual hype will be. I know PRB01 at a certain moment was popular. Will this happen also for PRB02? For the moment, not quite yet. So if we now see the sale behavior for the month of July, Pokemon Black and White, you would think, okay, a huge hype like Distant Rivals and things like that. There hasn't been an overhype. Product is a lot available. So a lot of stores have a lot of product. So perhaps it is just because the people are on holiday. I don't know, but there is still a lot of product to be found in the wild. And as you know, it is a staged release, so even the booster bundles are not out yet. They will follow in the month of August. Also now in the beginning of August, the tech sticker collections released, and something else I forgot. I know the Victini boxes they released. To be honest, those Victini boxes, if you can get them for a good price, buy them. That promo will probably be worth a bit more in the future. The sticker collection, I usually see it a bit overpriced. So I leave it up to you to decide, but do a bit of the calculation, price per pack. Then what else did we notice? One Piece Devil Foods Volume 1. Those sales, I don't know what's going on. I think people are hunting for those OP03, OP04 booster packs because those are inside the Devil Foods Volume 1, but we had a lot of sales. The Devil Foods Volume 2, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I think we sold like 2 of them. So nobody really cares. But Volume 1, very popular. And also Pokemon Fusion Strike Boosters. What's going on? Sword and Shield all of a sudden becoming popular? I don't mind, but I don't exactly understand where it's coming from. But Fusion Strike in the month of July, sales were pretty good. And then single cards. In general, the sales keep increasing, but we are also, from our store perspective, investing a lot of time and effort in putting single cards on our website. It's been growing and growing, and people are finding their way to our store. But I think people also noticed pretty well that it is a lot easier to buy single cards than sometimes to get sealed products. And then also, like we know, pull rates, it is just a shit show. My word of preference, this word is, well, it belongs to the channel, so shit show. Then TCG releases for the month of August. Magic the Gathering Edge of Eternities was released on August 1st. A lot of hype previously for this set, and I don't see it now after the release. No, I don't see it. Might come, I don't know, but I think a lot of people are waiting for Spider-Man at the end of September. But Edge of Eternities highlights something important as well. It's a new, it's the first time that Magic the Gathering is doing a space kind of set, and also it brings forward the rotation. So I don't know, perhaps sales will pick up later on. We will see. So these were the products that were released, and then also the pre-release pack. What else? Pokemon Mega Brave, Mega Symphonia. the mega evolutions have arrived in Japan. Yeah, Europe will come later on, as you know, in September. For the moment, it is still uncertain what will happen with these sets. I'm talking about the Japanese side. Prices were a bit high on the pre-order. Now, once the release came, prices plummeted, actually plummeted. So do not overpay. For the moment, we are seeing, okay, one day it's going a bit up, the next day could be a bit lower. You will need to wait a little bit. Okay, if you want to buy in the FOMO, buy now. If you want to wait, wait. And as you know, 1 or 2 weeks after the release, prices will stabilize a little bit. Single cards will come onto the market. And with those single cards, the price for the booster boxes will become a bit more stable as well. In case you don't know it yet, these sets bring forward a new variant, the Mega Ultra Rare, a gold card. Yeah, ooh, a gold card. It's not special. Look it up. It's a nice card. I'm sure you want to have it in your collection, and otherwise, you can always sell it to me. Nah, just kidding. Yu-Gi-Oh! Justice Hunter, also a booster box that was released on August 1st. Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. Pre-order prices at my suppliers for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is always high, and then afterwards they just crash. They crash, and the demand from my customers is really low. So I don't know always what to expect from it. One Piece OP12 Legacy of the Master will release later this month. It was released on the Japanese side. Don't know what to expect on the English side. I think the English side is going a bit better than the Japanese side, but more about that later on. Then also, what do we get? Yu-Gi-Oh! Retro Pack 2. Once again, mixed feelings about this. Retro Pack 1, a lot of controversy about it because it was then released on the United States because they didn't got it years ago, and now it's Retro Pack 2. It will all depend how the market, how the players will react to it, and what cards will be in it. If there are a lot of reprints and things like that, and they are just money grabbing again, I don't think perhaps this will be a banger. So to be seen. We will see in the analysis in September. Then One Piece OP13 carrying on his will on the Japanese side, which will release on the 23rd. So what do we expect for the market in August? There is medium or low interest for the Pokemon sets for the moment. The Mega era could come more in the second part of August, or could be just that everybody is waiting what will happen on the English side in September. Also, perhaps people are still waiting now to see Black Bolt White Flare. Perhaps the Mega people are not ready for it yet. We will see, but most definitely probably with the release of Pokemon Legends Z and A on the Nintendo Switch in October, probably that will bring a lot of new blood to the Pokemon Mega. So if it hasn't picked up by then, it will sure happen at the end of October. One Piece sales in Japan are extremely low. I had a discussion with my supplier, and apparently prices are rock bottom. Time to buy, I would say. So prices on the English side, I have the impression that they are remaining stable. Sales are not going bad, to be honest. Especially OP08 is selling pretty good lately. To my surprise, because that's an overprinted set. Then Magic the Gathering Edge of Eternities, the prices are, from my perspective, expected to remain a bit stable for the moment. But as I already mentioned, the sales seem lower than expected. So it will all depend. I see that some restocks are coming later this month, and that will also define a little bit how the market will react pricing wise. And then also we will need to see, once the prices for the single cards stabilize, then that will have a huge impact on the booster boxes as well. Also take into account there is no serialized card in Magic the Gathering Edge of Eternities. Just take it into account, there is no Golden Chocobo. And then Pokemon Sword and Shield, as I mentioned, the Fusion Strike boosters, there seems to be a surge in sales, and I haven't read anywhere where the hype is coming from. Is someone hyping it up? Is there something else? I see also now in the beginning of August, a lot of sales for Lost Origin booster packs. And then in July, we had noticed that for Fusion Strike. So I don't know what's going on. Silver Tempest, that's not moving yet. Astral Radiance, also not yet moving, but Lost Origin, Fusion Strike, then I think the other ones will follow quickly. So to be checked out later on. So in September, we will have perhaps more of a better visibility about it or more news about it. But for the moment, we do see an increase. What other news do we have? Single cards are booming. So people are looking more towards the single cards. Also, Black Bolt, White Flare on the English side, we also see a lot of people hunting for the cards. I get the impression that a lot of people are trying to gather the master sets of it, which is great. And I wish you a lot of luck because apparently the pull rates for the master balls, and prices for those master balls as well. Really, good luck to you. And I also noticed this trend for multiple TCGs. It is not limited to Pokemon. Magic the Gathering as well, that's also picking up. And we hope also to be able to provide single cards to our customers for Lorcana, One Piece, and I'm doubting about Yu-Gi-Oh! To be honest. But One Piece and Lorcana are coming your way. And also, One Piece will become in Japanese and English. So, yeah, good for you. We are also preparing our inventory to become a vendor at local Belgium fairs. So, if you know a local fair, it needs to be small. We need to gather some experience, overcome some anxieties. Okay. And we need to get to learn it a bit. So, if you know a local small fair where we could get a table, because that's also important if all the tables are sold out. Yeah, it's not so easy always to find, especially in Belgium. In the Netherlands, easy, but we want to start in Belgium, close to home, which is logic as well. Then Bandits Live. In case you missed it, Bandits Live is a new creation of us, which was launched on the 23rd of July. We have a separate website, banditslive.eu, where we sell single packs, which we open during a live stream every Sunday evening at 7 p.m., which we stream live on YouTube and Twitch. So check out our website. This is going pretty good, to be honest. And I hear you thinking, hey, idiot, you were previously on Whatnot. You were saying, hey, join us on Whatnot. I know, but there is a lot of controversy around Whatnot. Also, Whatnot has specific rules, which I don't always like. And having now this is under our control. We decide how we run it. Also in terms of giveaways, how we do everything, shipping wise, etc., etc. We get a lot more freedom of doing it like this, which is better for you as a customer and for us as a vendor. So that is just the thing. Check it out, banditslive.eu, or check out the live stream. It's always fun, and you can ask me questions if you like. Yeah, always interesting. And then also your input matters. So your opinion about now this content, this is something that I'm now testing it out. It's a new format. I want to create better content for you, more informative content. And we are not hiding behind anything. So we have a face, we are a store that shows their face, and we are part of the community. So we want to get in contact with you. If you have your opinion, if you are doing something that you say, this could be better, things like that, drop a comment down below and we will take it into account. If it's reasonable, then we can make adjustments. We want to continue improving and become a value for the community. So your assistance in that is highly required. Let's call it that way. So that was the video for this time. So as you have now seen, as you perhaps have noticed, I haven't done this video in the middle of July. The reason is I find it better to do one video in the beginning of a new month, go over the previous month and give a sneak preview of what's to come in the new month. I think that is better than more information is bundled together and it's more interesting for you and for me as well. So let me know down in the comments if you like the video. Also, please like and subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to get alerted when I upload a new video. Also, check out our website, tcgbandits.eu. If you are looking for sealed products, single cards, you name it, and banditslive.eu if you are looking for packs to be opened during a live stream. And I thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.